Amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hoover. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso, salam alaikum. Welcome to the channel, y'all. Chashton, yakshimash, and good day, y'all. So we are in the car. We are on a little mini road trip. I got contacted by a guy called Stuart who lives down south somewhere and said that he had seen a vacuum cleaner on Gumtree, or was it Facebook Marketplace? One of them. Facebook Marketplace, anyway. And he'd contacted some people in some Facebook groups, and then they had recommended that they get in touch with me because I live near to where this vacuum is to be picked up. So Stuart contacted me, and I was like, yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. I will go and pick it up for you, and I'll make a little video of the trip and what it is we're going to pick up. Now, I've had the vacuum cleaner model number, but I'm still not entirely sure what machine it is. I haven't gone and looked it up purposefully because I want to have a bit of a surprise. So it's a bit of a surprise for me to know exactly which machine it is that I'm going to be picking up for Stuart. So I was like, this will be interesting. So I thought, okay, well, get you guys in the car. I don't have a commute anymore, so hey, I thought I would do a little mini road trip video for you guys. Weather is absolutely lovely today after the horrendous rain we've had the past 2 days, and then of course the horrendous hot weather that we had before that. So it's a really nice 25 degrees today, really nice temperature. I'm here, I got the aircon on, blowing through my hair, and yeah, very good. So anyway, so how are you guys? How is everything going? I'm really packing in as many refurbs as I possibly can at the moment, whilst the weather is very nice, and I know I can make full use of the workshop. I thought it would be really interesting to do as many refurbs as I can, and I hope you guys are enjoying them, because as soon as the weather changes, girl, it's going to be indoors. There's going to be lots of vacuum kind of like demonstration videos, because the weather's just not nice in the garage during the winter, especially for long periods of time, trying to do refurbs indoors and out. So basically, yeah, that's all I've been doing really, is that kind of thing.
Turn right onto Route 153.
We're getting there to 3,000 subscribers, which I'm really chuffed about. If you've watched the live stream on Sunday towards the end, you would have seen the live unboxing of the Henry HVR that we're going to do as soon as we hit 3,000 subscribers, so that'll be really good for you guys. I did a video as well the other day on a product I got sent to review. It's a stand for a Dyson V6, V7, V8 or V10. I think it's that. Basically, yeah, so basically any of the stand-up Dysons. It's a really nice metal stand that I got sent. So I've done the unboxing and the product review of it, which will be
Turn right onto Route 153.
Which will be up soon. But what I have decided to do is sell the item on eBay for £1 plus postage. So what I'm going to do is I'll put out the review, and then I'll put out another little mini video and a Instagram and Facebook post as well on the exact time that the item is going to go live on eBay.
1.2 miles, and left onto Route 153.
Hopefully I'll be able to put the link in, and then it's basically going to be first come first served, so you guys will get a £60 Dyson stand for £1 plus postage. So I thought that would be very good. If I was earning more or able to, then I would.
1 mile, and left onto Route 153.
Then I would include the postage as well, but I can't at the moment until the channel grows a bit more. So it's kind of like limbo land. But anyway, it's going for £1, so it's going to be £59 cheaper than what we'd be able to buy it on Amazon. So That's coming up at some point as well. You'll see that. You'll have plenty of notice. And yeah, everything else is just going really tickety-boo at the moment. I'm really happy with everything. I'm getting some really nice comments, really nice feedback. The channel is growing. And I'm just trying to put out as much content as I can. The numbers of the videos are not going to be every day. They're just going to be as and when they come. So luckily I've been making lots of videos, so I've been spacing them out during the weeks and scheduling them up on Facebook, on YouTube for you guys. So I've got one like every other day, and then there's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So there's still like 4 days. But yes, I'm just going to be putting them up as and when I do them.
153.
Yes, I am. Just turning the corner. I'm only about 14 minutes away from the destination, so I thought I'd make the most and do a little kind of vlog.
In 3.4 miles, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto 15.
I hadn't done a washy Wednesday for the past couple of weeks because I had been kind of like just busy doing stuff. I had a subscriber up, I had family up, so it was a bit difficult. So I did one on Sunday, which I really liked because it had the machine needed a tub clean. So that's what I did. I did the tub clean cycle for you guys. The live stream on Sunday did contain a teeny weeny little bit of drama, not on my behalf, thank goodness, from some other people, which I have messaged and spoken to, and I'm just basically saying, look, I don't want other people's drama on the YouTube channel. If you can't respect everybody else, even if you don't particularly like them, that is not my issue. You will be dealt with, basically, because I'm just not having the drama. I'm not having it. I'm not having negativity on the channel. That is not what I want to do. That is not why I do it. The washy Wednesdays take up a lot of my time during a Saturday or a Sunday, and yeah, so it's more time consuming for me to be sat there kind of like sitting on the floor by the washing machine, and I really enjoy doing it, but if people can't behave, then I just won't have them on the channel, basically. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to be doing another one next week. I think it's going to be on Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure what product I'm going to be using, but I am going to be trying a new detergent. I'm going to be using the Bulgarian washing powders that I've had for absolutely ages. So I need to break the seal on the box and get them going and get using them. I will have another twin tub video coming up. I need to pull the hot point out from the garage and do a couple of videos on that, because I love using that hot point and I haven't used it yet. I've used the Costway, I've used the rolls. I'm still in the middle of doing the refurb on that. I need to get some paint. I'm waiting for some paint to arrive, some spray paint, because I haven't got much primer left, so I need to get some more primer, and then I can start, then I can finish off doing that twin tub, the rolls twin tub refurb. We're coming up to another, oh no, it's 50, I thought it was 30, but it's 50. There's a housing estate that I'm passing here. I think it's called Devasi or Devasi.
Take the first exit onto 15.
There's some really nice houses there, but they're all a bit crammed in, so it's almost as bad as where I live. So yes, I can't believe that it is almost the end of July already, going into August. I don't know where the summer's gone. I don't know where this year has gone. It is just absolutely flown by. From when I left work on the 12th of March to now, I just don't know where the time has gone. It's just absolutely flown by. I think it's because I've been busy so much doing doing videos that were coming out every day, and I'm basically just working on the channel full time. The time has just gone really fast, really fast. So we're coming up to to a roundabout, which I have to take the first right. Okay, let's go.
In 1.7 miles, at the roundabout, take the third exit to merge onto a 17.
1.7 miles. So yeah, I've got loads of videos that I need to do full house demos on, so I'm kind of like holding back on them, to be honest, because I like doing them during the winter months, and because there are so many that I have to do the house demos on, I'm going to be doing quite a lot of them over the winter months. I have a couple that I'm going to be selling, a couple of machines. I do have a couple more Kirby's, sort of like, I've got a couple of sort of like doubles of the same vacuum, of the same Kirby vacuum, so I'm going to be, hopefully, I'll be working on them before winter comes, because I want to get them done and sold. They need a lot of polishing work doing to them, so I really just want to get them up and done and sold, because they're taking up room in the garage, and I got some other ones as well which are kind of like taking up room. I need to add more units to one wall of the workshop, and basically I just don't have the money to buy the kitchen units at the moment, so that's just going to have to wait. That is on hold, and this car's just going to stop in the middle of the road. Excellent. What else have I got to tell you guys? I don't really know. I guess I need to do more vlogs, but I kind of like feel that I kind of like doing the vlogs for you guys when I'm doing the Washy Wednesdays. I get to speak to a lot of you. It feels like I'm doing the vlogs. It feels like I'm vlogging then. 6 minutes away. So the health issue stuff, that seems to be okay at the moment. Blood pressure is pretty normal-ish. It's still a teeny weeny bit above.
Turn left onto Route 153 towards Horncastle.
But it is a lot better than what it was before I started taking the blood pressure medication. It's definitely improved.
In 1.4 miles, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Sleaford Road.
It's quite nice out here, actually. It's very flat out here because we're heading out now towards the Fens. We're only like 40 miles from Skegness, and there's Boston and Skegness, and it's very, very flat on this area. So there are, basically no hills or anything. So it's very, very flat. But the scenery is very nice because you can see a lot of land. But I do miss the hills. I do miss the hills of Wales, I have to say. Okay, so you guys, we're getting very close. So I'm going to stop here for a minute and pick it up. So there we go. I've been and picked it up, and there she is. A very, very old Hoover Junior. Seems in very good condition. The guy said it does work, but as I was strapping it in, there was a little bit of dust, so I bet that bag could do with a little bit of an empty before I switch it on. Just a bit of a vacuum out makes it a lot easier for postage as well. Why transport and pay for the dirt? That's what I say. So let me get back on the road and we'll carry on with the vlog. So there we go, my little whippersnappers. We have picked it up and we are on our way home. So we're only about 20 minutes away actually, so not that far a journey. It was about an hour there and back in total. So I am
take the third exit onto a 17 towards Newark.
Very excited to have picked that up for him, and I'm very, very positive that he will really like the machine. When we get it back to the house, I'll get it on the workbench. We'll take a quick look at it, and that'd be nice to see. I'm just gonna go girl on the roundabout. Right, there's an ambulance not near me, thank goodness. Behind. So yeah, so he's going to be really chuffed with that. So we're going to get it back into the workshop. get it back out, get it on the bench and take a quick look at it, which will be really interesting for me because I do have one of them in mint condition that was given to me, and I really love it. A lot of people who have come up and visited me for the weekend or wherever have tried it, and they are very, very impressed by how good it is considering how old they are. So the house or the bungalow kind of like looks like it dates back from the 1930s, and that machine I think is from the 1930s, so it's from the era of the house. The people who live in the house, they've only been there a week or so, and they were selling some stuff that was left behind, and that was one of the items that was left behind in the garage. So that's why he's selling it. The sunlight is very harsh on my face. I don't do sunlight or bright light. It puts on a couple of wrinkles. In the harsh light of day, I don't think I look too bad. So there's a car in front of me, a nice modern Jaguar, and in front of that is kind of like a small truck, and that Jaguar driver is itching to overtake him. Itching. He's edging in and edging out, edging in and edging out. Just go with the flow, girl. I can't wait for us to reach 3,000 to unbox that Henry. My pneumatic in the garage, the motor for some reason is sounding a little bit ropey. I don't know why, so I think we are going to have to do a vivisection, or no, not a vivisection, a dissection on him. Because I was using it the other day and it was running really, really warm. So I thought the bag might have been a bit full on it, so I put in a new bag. The bag wasn't that full, but I had been doing a lot of vacuuming up stuff while I was doing sanding, so I thought maybe kind of like the bag was a bit blocked. So it was about 3/4 full, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll put a new bag in. So I put a new bag in, and it was pretty much the same. The suction on it is fine, the airflow, but it just seems to be running a bit hot, so I don't know what's the matter with it. So I've just been taken off the main road and put onto a lane, basically, across a field. I do like the countryside up here. It is very pretty. It's only like a few minutes from our house, and then you're literally just in the middle of the country, which I really like. Oh, that was Bumpy Girl, and that was a car passing. So,
onto High Dyke.
Holidays. Don't really have any holidays planned this year. Hubby was looking through, I don't know if it was a newspaper or it was something on Facebook or something, but there was
In 7 miles, turn right onto High Road.
in Butlins in Skegness, they were having this kind of like 80s weekend. There were loads of sort of like original 80s bands, groups coming together to perform for this weekend thing that was going on in Butlins in Skegness. So I was like, oh my god, that sounds really good. And hubby loves the 80s, I love the 80s as well, and we were like, well, you know, it'd be interesting to go and see these people because you never know. Time is ticking, tick-tock, tick-tock. So it might be the last chance to see these people. So we were like, yeah, okay, well, let's do it. Let's go for like, 4 or 5 days. Butlins in Skegness. It'll be a good laugh. Be really, we like Skeg Vegas. So hubby went online to have a look and see about booking and everything. Oh my god, it was so expensive. We could have gone to Benidorm for a week self-catering, or sorry, not self-catering. Almost all-inclusive for the same price. It was so expensive. So we were like, maybe not. It was like 200. It was at least 250 quid each. I mean, yeah, okay, you get to see the bands and wherever, but jeepers creepers for that money, I would be more than happy to go to Benidorm. So that's not going to happen. Hubby's mum is over from Australia for the whole of November, so that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to them her coming over. cooking videos, and we're gonna go and do lots of trips and things and stuff, and go and visit the family down in Swansea. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We're now going through the pretty little village of Ancaster. It's a nice little village. That pub looks really nice. So many of these smaller villages that are expanding with housing developments, especially where I live in Grantham. They're planning and building another 20,000 houses. A lot of properties going up in the town. The town of Grantham kind of like has the infrastructure for it, and I say kind of because there's a bypass that they're halfway through building. They haven't finished the link up, which will take a lot of heavy traffic out from the centre of the town. There's 2 retail parks being developed. We've just literally, like 2 weeks ago, had a new cinema open, a 5-screen cinema. The old one was very, very much in need of knocking down and rebuilding. It was 2 screens, but it was like 2 church halls really. So they've flattened it and they've built a nice little multiplex there with 5 screens. So that's improved the town a lot. And yeah, they know that there's things, you know, it'll support it. The main issue with Grantham is the hospital. So it's a kind of biggish hospital. It has an A&E department, but the A&E department currently, and for the past 18 months or 2 years I think it is only a part-time A&E. So after 6 p.m. there's no A&E. So if you need the A&E after 6 o'clock, you have to either go to Leicester, Royal Infirmary, Nottingham Queen's Hospital, so it's Leicester or Nottingham or Peterborough even. So that's not really good, because they are going to be expanding the town so much with so many houses. They really need to put some money into the hospital in Grantham to make its A&E back to 24 hours. And of course, depending on the emergency and the state of it, then obviously if it's something far more serious, then they will go to the other hospitals. For example, I think it's either the one in Peterborough or the one in Leicester, which is really, really specialised in like heart, so like heart attacks and stuff. But yeah, hospital, Grantham A&E definitely needs to be back to 24/7, without a doubt, with the expansion of the town. Okay, so we're just going through the small village which is near to where I live. So we're only about 5 minutes away from home. So I hope that you've enjoyed my little car journey to pick up this old Hoover. A little bit of waffling, a little bit of chitty chat. A lot of people like the chitty chat. The refurbs that I do, I've kind of like concentrating a lot more on the editing of them, because a lot of them are quite long, and I got a lot of feedback from viewers and from the YouTube Creator Studio help videos and stuff like that, on how to kind of like shorten them down a bit. I mean, they'll still be kind of, you know, if somebody was to ask me that they needed the help with something, then there's still sort of like, you know, you'd still be able to follow a tutorial. I mean, they're not really tutorials, to be honest, because a lot of the time with a lot of the machines, I've never done it before. It's the first time I've ever done working on it, so I'm no expert. With the other machines, you know, I get the camera as close as I can, so you can kind of like see what I'm doing and kind of like follow it that way. But they're not sort of like really sort of like follow me how-tos, if you know what I mean. You could follow it along, but yes. I mean, I do the parts of the refurbs in like 4, 5, 6 parts, some of them have even been, but in sort of like bite-sized chunks, working on each part at a time. So I couldn't see any problem why you wouldn't be able to follow it, especially taking the motors apart. First time I'm doing it myself, to be honest, with a lot of them. The turbo power that I'm going to be working on, the turbo power 2, you'll see that video coming up very soon. My mate who came up from London had never taken one of those apart before, so that's quite funny actually, because I did part 1, which was the strip down. Part 2 was the putting it all back together after it had been cleaned, and it works fine, but there's one bit of the motor, one of the stationary fans in the motor, that I forgot to glue back into place, and that's loose. So I need to reopen it and redo it again. So that's going to have a part 3 before I can actually do a on the floor demo, and then before I can do an actual kind of like whole house demo with it. But yeah, it'll work out fine. So right, we're almost home. Let's get into the garage and we'll have a first look at this. So I'll see you guys in a second. So here we are back in the studio. Now we can take a closer look at this Hoover Junior. And there we can see Hoover Limited. By appointment manufacturers of electric suction sweepers. Hoover trademark. Doesn't name a mention of the Royal, but it does have the Royal crest. So the belt gets access in there. So it does have a belt on there, very old belt. Let's pop that back on. Bumper's not too bad, it's just a bit grubby. Then we move around to the back. All the wheels are intact, a bit dirty. Height adjuster here, which is a screw type. It's a bit stiff, but it is working. And then we've got a pattern bag that appears to be, whoops, on the wrong way around, because it says there vacuum cleaner. But yeah, it's a pattern bag, but still not too bad. It's very, very dirty. I will give it that, as it is very dirty. But yeah, switch on the top there, on or off, rubber handle, seems like the original cord, and a nice old-fashioned MK plug. That'll be nice after a cleanup. Cable seems to be in good condition. He did say that he had switched it on. It all looks very, very good. It's just very, very dirty, that's all. So right, let's get you back up on the tripod and we'll turn it on. Before I do that, I forgot I haven't shown you the underneath. So there we go. We have the model 375 with its serial number. Brush roll. Ah, that's got like a dual V. Don't think I've noticed that before. Yeah, it's got 2 beta bars and a brush strip per. I haven't noticed that before. And there's the gizzards, bit dusty, but yeah, all in all, very nice. Right, okay, let's do it now. Let's get you back up on the tripod. Okay, let's plug it in and let's switch it on. Oof, that didn't sound good at all. Yeah, so it switches on, but the bag isn't inflating and the motor sounds a bit rough. Right, so I'm not going to switch it on anymore. That is it. It turns on. That's the most important thing. and unplug. That motor definitely needs some work doing to it, but we know that it does work. And there we go. So there we go. One Hoover Junior 375 brought to the studio. Now I'm going to be packing it up and sending it to its new owner. So I hope you've enjoyed. Please comment, like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye y'all.